guys, Wolvie here, and welcome back to the channel. As always, the usual disclaimer, any opinion here is mine and mine alone. So this is going to be a fun video. It's more like a cooking video log sort of thing. So the reason why I'm using this pan as the quote-unquote intros is to introduce you to a lifestyle change I've been doing since last summer, and it's, as far as I know, it's going to be permanent. And before I go any further, say hi, Sandy. Say hi. This one says hello. He is the star of the show and the king of this apartment. But anyway, yes, this is going to be a hint to my lifestyle change. In short, this is not going to be a very long video at all because I'm waiting for this to thaw. And I have to wait until tomorrow morning for this to be completely thawed because this is part of the change. And I'm going to go over the remainder things that I usually eat like nowadays as a part of the lifestyle change, so to speak. So, what I have here is no salt added goated sweet like corn. It's a no salt added. This is good for those who are diabetic, type 2, type 1, whatever. That is egg whites. That's pretty obvious because it's considered a lean protein. Right here, this is one of those more recent changes right here. This is the, this is what's called a miracle noodles. The brand here, if I could get the thing together real quick. Let's see if I could get this somewhere. Okay, so here's the brand name. It's called a Nasoya. And what this is actually shirataki noodles. And the reason why it's in this type of packaging as opposed to traditional pasta is because with shirataki noodles, which is Japanese in origin, if memory serves me correctly, this is a lot lower in carbs as well as calories. And I'll show you some of the numbers we have here. And mind you, these numbers are per serving. Let's see if I can separate this. Okay, this will have to do for now. So this is the numbers for pasta zero as opposed to regular pasta. So pasta zero is at 20 calories, with a regular pasta is at 220. The number of carbs is at 5 grams per serving versus 43. And this is despite the brand I was using for a while. Now this is a Barilla whole grain. That's one simple ingredient. So this is whole grain. When it comes to like carbohydrates, it is recommended to go with complex carbs as opposed to simple carbs. And the information I'm getting here is straight from my primary care physician. So in a sense, I do know what I'm talking about because I get information from my doctor, so to speak. So if you're looking at whole grain pasta, which is what I have in my hands, is that per serving is at 180. That's calories per serving. You look at the carbs here is at 30. I was going to say 38. According to the box, is at 39. So you have here the dietary fiber is at 7 grams total, and then you have 1 gram of sugar, so you have 31 grams of like pure carbs, so to speak. Now, a couple of things I've been implementing into the lifestyle change dietary wise. This is good for diabetics. This is the brand here is called Kind, and the flavor I usually get is this one right here, dark chocolate nuts and sea salts. So it's got this right here. So the main ingredient for this is almonds. It's got 5 grams of sugar total and then 6 grams of protein. Let me grab it here. Grab this. You guys are saying this live and I'm recording this single-handedly. So this is the information you see here. You have 59% nuts. It's gluten-free, low glycemic index, dairy-free, no sugar, alcohols, low sodium, 0 gram in trans fat, and high. It's 15 grams of fat. This is pretty much information on fiber. So that's the snack I usually have on hand. And this right here is pistachios. Yeah. It's considered a plant protein. So this is the information you see here. And mind you, the type of pistachios I usually get, believe it or not, lack the shell, but they ran out at Walmart. So I went with these instead for the time being. Now, the reason why I'm going with this lifestyle change was, you may have heard the hints from last summer and the primary care physician. I have been given the pre-diabetes diagnosis, and I did my follow-up blood work last week. Now, granted, the overall results were good. However, I still consider myself to be pre-diabetic, which means my blood sugar is at the levels where it's considered pre-diabetic, which means I'm at 5.7 as of now. I used to be at 6.0 on the dot, so that's that on that. So it's like, for me, I'm just trying to focus on things that are like low sodium, low sugar, all that good stuff. And the whole thing with one of the items I use here, like the extra virgin olive oil, white wine vinegar, and garlic. Those are like items that diabetics can use to like help keep things under control. And then the whole thing with me is that on my late mother's side of the family, the diabetes is kind of like a bit of a dominant trait, you know, high blood pressure, stress, so on and so forth. So it's like, I do need to keep a close eye on what I eat. So this is what's been helping me so far, alongside the pistachios and the kind bars, things with a low glycemic index, high protein, low sugar, like little salt. And I just make it as like, you know, as much flavor as possible in my own way. So the thing here with the shirataki noodles is that one of the tricks to make them taste pretty darn good is you're going to have to rinse the noodles themselves inside of a colander for a few minutes. So I'm going to demonstrate really quickly. Okay, so while that's going on, while I'm rinsing the noodles, you know, to make sure the flavors are as neutral as possible, you know, after it's rinsed for a few minutes, I have to boil them for about 25 minutes to get the al dente state of the noodles. And then with the chicken here, like I said, I do have to wait till tomorrow morning to cook that. I use the white wine vinegar and garlic on the chicken, so that way I can, like, how do I want to say this? That way, you know, I can give it flavor and, you know, keep certain levels low. And then with the egg whites, I combine that with the chicken, you know, to give me, you know, a second source of protein, if that makes any sense. So, like I said, this is not that long of a video anyway. So I'm gonna finish it right here and right now. So with Wolvie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.